Welcome to the Ask Jordan podcast, answering your questions about selling on Amazon. Now, the award-winning Amazon merchant and best-selling author from Long Island, New York. Here's your host, Jordan Malik.
Hello, Amazon sellers. You're listening to the Ask Jordan podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Malik. This is our 77th episode. Hey, thanks so much for making me part of your day. We're 1 year old. It's March 2015. We've been doing this for exactly 1 year this month. And thanks to you, I love that you enjoy the podcast. Your feedback has been tremendously positive and helpful. Way over 200,000 downloads in 1 year. And this also marks other anniversaries for me. This is the 5 years ago, I was fired from my last quote-unquote real job, which was at an ad agency, the world's largest ad agency in New York. And this time, April of 2011 marks when I started FindSpotter. It used to be called FBA Find. So FindSpotter is 4 years old now. It started in 2011, April, and that service has been the premier kind of place where folks sign up to find out what to sell on Amazon and where to find it. Many copycats have emerged, but we're still investing and we're still growing. FindSpotter. So look at, before we continue, also I want to let you know in 2 or 3 weeks I'm hosting a free webinar. It's going to be on around April 9th. It's going to be free for you. You'll learn a lot from it. It's going to be 2 to 4 hours long, and it's going to be discussing how to import products to sell on Amazon or eBay or your own online store or even your own physical retail store. It's very exciting because I don't know, many of you have listened to me for a while. You know that I've talked about coaching and how I'm reluctant to be involved in any way or recommend coaching because it costs $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. There's also gurus that come forth with systems to sell on Amazon. You're going to be seeing some of that. It costs $3,000, $4,000. These kind of systems that I think are an unnecessarily high cost, low return vehicle. So this free webinar is going to probably show you a lot more than you're expecting for free. And keep checking the blog, jordanmalik.com/blog, or the same link, the same blog is at Honest Online Selling. I'll be posting more info there. And while you're there, sign up for my free VIP newsletter so I can keep you posted that way. This is the podcast, if you're listening for the first time, welcome, where we only answer your questions about selling on Amazon. Now, every episode we answer a different question from you, the listener, about selling on Amazon. If you missed an episode, go to askjordan.net. There's the most recent episodes there. Then there's a link to our archives. If you want to hear your voice on an episode and get 7 of my best-selling ebooks 100% free, I'm going to tell you how to do that after we answer today's question. And today's question is from Thamer. It's about selling clothing on Amazon. Go ahead, Thamer.
Hey, Jordan. This is Thamer. I'm new to the Amazon FBA world, and I had a question regarding selling clothes on Amazon. I have a very good source. It's a retail store that is nearby, and they always have very nice clothes on sale, but the clothes section is restricted. So my question is there any way around being an authorized reseller or the manufacturer of the clothes to be able to sell clothes on Amazon? All right. Thanks for everything. Bye.
Thamer, I don't know which part you're asking, but I'm going to answer them both. I don't know if you're asking, can you sell clothing on Amazon without any restrictions? And then maybe you're asking, are there any brands you're excluded from selling? So I'm going to answer both. Okay, so you can sell new clothing only on Amazon, new only. So some people don't understand that you know on eBay you can sell any type of clothing, new or used. On Amazon, they only allow you, of course, to sell new clothing. For you to sell clothing on Amazon, you have to go through their approval process. Okay, so when you start selling on Amazon, you're automatically approved for certain categories: books, CDs, I believe pet supplies, electronics, home, baby, garden, patio, outdoor goods. I think sporting goods are automatically approved for. There are some categories that there are so many sellers abusing by putting up counterfeit products, primarily in shoes, sunglasses, watches, jewelry, handbags, and clothing, that Amazon now, if you want to sell in those categories, you have to go through an approval process. And the approval process for clothing is quite heavy. They expect you to submit a lot of your own photos, images of products that are formatted a certain way, and spreadsheets showing your inventory, etc. The reason why Amazon does that is it helps vet out legitimate sellers who are applying to sell on clothing versus the fly-by-night folks. So that's why they put those processes in place, and I think it's great that they did that. So me, like a bunch of other folks, hired a service to help them do that, where it requires nothing. You don't need to generate any. You don't need to create a website. You don't need to generate any photos. You don't need to have any products. You can hire a service that will provide those materials to you for you to submit, and they give you instructions on exactly how to submit each step of the application process on Amazon. So I'm going to have a link within the show notes for this, whether you're watching on the AskJordan.net page or listening on the AskJordan.net page, or maybe you're on iTunes. You'll see the notes next to this. And the link is jordanmalik.com/Amazon approval. That will give you some ideas about the services or the steps involved to be approved to sell clothing. I'll also include another link that I don't have the top of my head. There are brands, Thamer. I don't know if you were inquiring, are there certain brands that you're restricted from? And there are. For clothing, it's not that many. I think it's like Burberry, Coach, and a couple others. But most you can probably sell without restrictions. As long as you're approved in the Amazon clothing category, you can probably sell most major clothing categories, again, as long as the products are new and you're approved. And I will include that link in the show notes as well. So, Thamer, thank you so much for that question. Thamer gets all 7 of my ebooks about selling on Amazon and eBay. Thamer, just go over to AskJordan.net, click on the small envelope icon near the upper right-hand corner, send me an email so I know where to send your ebooks to. And if you, the listener, want to submit your question to the podcast and have a chance to win all my best-selling ebooks like Thamer, call 516-619-ONLINE. That's 516-619-6654. Or go to AskJordan.net and scroll down, look for the directions on submitting your question via your computer. Hey, thanks so much for listening. This has been the Ask Jordan Podcast. We'll see you again in our next episode.